Yo, 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 what up, world? What up, world? What's good? What's good? What's going on? How's everybody doing? Glad you took time out to schedule to rock with your boy. But man, you already know what time this is. Man, this is Sports Talk with Pops, and I'm your man Pops, and we're gonna give it to you from an OG's perspective. Again, I want to take this time out and apologize to you because I had to do this segment over as well because of the background music noise. I apologize. The music was too loud, and I didn't even know it was going off the way that it was. So I apologize, but nonetheless, I'm here, back like I never left. Man, this week right here, we're gonna do week 7 of the NFL wrap up this week right here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give it to you, that you know what happened this week, and we're gonna keep it pushing, you know what I'm saying? Again, do me a favor, hit that like, comment, subscribe, share button for me, man. And man, we can keep it pushing. Nonetheless, last Thursday we had Pittsburgh versus Cincinnati. Man, that was a pretty good game. A-Rod, he did whatever he needed to do. Hey, and I know your Pittsburgh fans, y'all are very, very happy that y'all didn't pick up Justin Fields because as you see, he is injury prone. And that would have been a bad look. So, you know, like my son, big shout out to Sluice D. He's a Pittsburgh fan, and he was a little upset when they didn't get Justin, but it was all Mike know what he was doing. But anyway, that score ended up being 31-33. And Flacco, big shout out to Flacco. He got up in there, had Chase looking like a super champion. I think Chase ended up with like 161 yards, total receiving yards, and like 3 TDs. I think he set a record that day for the Bengals right there. And they ended up pulling it off. So now Pittsburgh sitting at 4-2, Cincinnati sitting at 3-4. The next game you had was Philly against Minnesota. I forgot what Minnesota record is. I think they something like I think they like 3-3. But Philly is 5-2. Pretty decent game. As you see with Philly, what I'm noticing is, you know, again, all season is cute when you're doing all that hopping over people and all that right there. It's cute. It's cutity cute. But it only matters when you in the postseason. So whatever happened during the season, hey, all that can happen. But the postseason is when it counts. And I'm thinking that that's what Philly's doing. Waiting till the postseason, and then you're gonna see a different Philly. But they won 28-22. And you had Carolina versus the Jets. Carolina beat them 13-6. Bryce Young looking pretty good. Jets still haven't won a game. Carolina's record is 4-3. The Jets' record is 0-7. Hadn't won a game yet, so it's for sure, they will be in the runnings for the first round draft pick this round. But who you gonna get? Because from what I've seen in college, ain't too many people out there. But again, it is what it is. And you had New Orleans versus Chicago. Chicago beat them 14. Chicago beat them 26-14. New Orleans record is 1-6. Chicago record is 4-2. Rattler, he been doing okay. Big shout out to Carolinas. You know, Kamara, he been hurt, but I think he's gonna be playing this Sunday. Taysom Hill, he's iffy. Not really sure what else they got going on wide receiver wise, but whatever going on, it ain't really working like that too well. But then you got Indy versus the Chargers. Indy beat the Chargers 38-24. Indy sitting with a record of 6-1. The Chargers sitting with a record of 5-3. Then you had Green Bay versus Arizona. Green Bay beat them 27-23. Green Bay record is 4 wins, 1 loss, and a tie. And you got Arizona sitting at 2-5. Bottom of our division, right where I need y'all. Stay on to that bottom name, boy. So then you have Atlanta versus San Francisco. You know, we beat them 20-10. We beat them by 10 points with an injured squad, backup quarterback. Hey, man, big shout out to all the rookies that's stepping up. Big shout out to everybody that's stepping out. Fred Warner done for the season. All the rookies that's stepping up, man. Big shout out to everybody that know your role because this is a team effort. That's the only way you're going. You should have people on your squad like that. When all these other people is down, You got your other players ready to step up to show it. We sitting with a 5-2 record with an injured squad, so hey, well, y'all better get ready. But anyway, Atlanta, they got a 3-3 record. Next game we had the Rams versus Jacksonville. The Rams beat them 35-7. They Rams sitting at 5-2, Jacksonville sitting at 4-3. One big thing that I liked is Travis Hunter got off. You know, I got him in my fantasy league, and he got off this week like I was hoping. So I can see, you know, even if this year don't prove to be what he wanted, these coming up years, oh yeah, he gonna be in the top rankings to snatch up. You heard me? But they sitting with a record of 4-3. Then you got New England versus Tennessee. New England beat them 31-13. New England's record is 5-2. Tennessee record 1-6. They only won one game. Another one in the runnings for the draft pick. Then you had Miami versus Cleveland. Cleveland beat them 31-6. Miami sitting with a 1-6 record, and Cleveland sitting with a 2-5 record. Two bottom teams, but with that Miami, what it comes down to me, what I see is this is probably where the Jets and maybe even Cleveland may want to sit here and try to campaign for Tua, since he done got over here running his mouth, and now don't nobody really want to play like that. You know, bro, you one concussion away from being done for the rest of your life. You know, you need to shut up and just play and make plays happen. Sitting there want to call people out. Call yourself out while you at it. You know what I'm saying? But they ain't won but one game. We'll see. Then you had the Raiders versus Kansas City. Of course, Kansas City beat them 31-0. Raiders sitting with a 2-5 record. Kansas City sitting with a 4-3 record. And as you can see, Kansas City started off with the you know how you call them want to crank up, but then once you get crunk, get to going. That's where they at right now. They getting crunk up and they get to going, and it's scary because if they get to the playoffs, they'll hurt you. You know they want to get some get back from last year from Philly anyway, so it's gonna be interesting to see. And I got Patrick Mahomes on my fantasy, so he done came alive for me for the last 2 weeks. Keep it pushing, baby. I need all them points. But then you got the Giants versus Denver. Denver beat them 33-32. I think it came down to the last couple seconds field goal. Giants ain't really been looking all that bad either. But again, losses are lost too. Giants sitting with a 2-5 record. Denver sitting with a 5-2 record. You had Washington versus Dallas. I ain't no Dallas fan by all means, but I have to give Dallas their props when props is due. They played really good. Dak played good. CeeDee Lamb came back in, did whatever he needed to do. That was a pretty good game. And as you see, Debo, you know when he was with us, he stayed hurt. And again, as you see, it's just a fact that he's just an injury-prone dude, and it is what it is on him. Y'all can have him. As you see, we injured and we still don't need you. Stay on over there, boy. We ain't got no time for that. But Dallas ended up beating them 44-22. Pretty decent game. And it was a division game, so it was a must-win. So Washington now is at 3-4. Dallas is at 3-3 in a tie. So they tied with Green Bay. So as you can see, that tie gonna come back into play some kind of way. So hey, be on the lookout. We'll see. Then you had I think the game for that evening was Tampa Bay and Detroit. Both teams ended up with a 5-2 record going into that game. You know what I'm saying? And the score was 9-24. Tampa Bay had Mike Evans. He hurt. And there's some more people on there hurt. I ain't gonna lie to you. I had to drop Mike Evans off my team because it was his first game back, and he got hurt his first game back. Man, bro, I don't have no time for that at all. Somebody else can have him, pick him up, do whatever you want to do. I'm not finna have you on my squad. I'd rather have somebody give me 2 and 3 points versus you coming in here expecting to make 12, 13 points, and then first quarter, oh, he suffered this, man. Bye, man. But anyway, Tampa Bay sitting at 5-2, and then you got Detroit sitting at 5-1. Then Monday night, you had Houston versus the Seahawks. I really thought Nico Collins was gonna get off, and I got him on my fantasy too. And you're this close from being dropped. Oh, and I meant to say Kittles too, bruh. You came back this week. You ain't had me no points. You blocked for McCaffrey, and I appreciate that, but bruh, them no points will get you gone off my team ASAP Rocky, bruh. So you need to tighten that on up. But yeah, Houston, they lost to the Seahawks 19-27. The Seahawks are now 5-2, and Houston is now 2-4. And Houston still ain't got Mixon back, and I don't know when he coming back. So hey, bro, it's looking kind of rough for y'all when y'all in right there. But boy, in my division, I got 3 teams that's 5-2. That's gonna be San Francisco. I know it's San Francisco, the Rams, and who else in our division? Ain't the Chargers. Got who else in our division? Who else is in our division? The Seahawks. They 5-2. So we got 3 people with 5-2 records. And Arizona is at the bottom with 2-5. So, bro, it's gonna be straight bang out action on our side right over there. Then we had Buffalo. They was on a bye week. They sitting with 4-2. And you had Baltimore. They was on a bye week. Bro, these jokers only won 1 game. They sitting with a record of 1-5. Now Lamar's supposed to come back this week right here. We'll see. But it has already gotten to the point right now that even Lamar, when you come back, your squad has to pretty much win every game going on out right here to even kind of make yourself relevant for, playoff type of contingents right now. You're gonna have to run pretty much. And you pretty much gonna have to run from here all the way to the Super Bowl pretty much. And that's going to be kind of tough to see because everybody gunning for your head right now. But we'll see. We'll see. But any which way, man, we get ready to get to week 8. It's pretty much halfway through the season. I can go ahead and tell you right now, your squad ain't got the bench players right and your backups ain't somewhere in place where they need to be, boy, it's going to be looking rough. It's going to be looking rough. But, man, thank each and every one of you for taking time out your schedule to rock with your boy. I'm trying to keep you informed as much as I do. Hey, forgive me for anything that might not be right. I'm just going to give it to you the way that they give it to me. Man, this is another episode of Sports Talk with Pops, and I'm your man, Pops. Thank you for tuning in. Hit that like, comment, subscribe, share button for me, man. I appreciate that. Love each and every one of you. Hope everything goes well. Have a good one. Peace, and I love you.